everyone, astrophysicist here with the story of how scientists at a tape factory accidentally made a real-life force field. Back in 1980, the company 3M had a factory where they were making film tape, which is the stuff that goes on moving boxes. If you've ever used it, you know it's really staticky to work with, and the company was producing it in big rolls 21 feet across. It was August in Texas, so it was 100 degrees and also 100% humidity. On the morning of the incident, something happened with the tape cutting machine that changed the ambient voltage of the room it was in. Workers reported that from the far side of the room they could feel static electricity in the air. And halfway through this room, there was an invisible barrier that could not be approached and could not be walked through. It was a real-life force field, like in Star Trek, somehow caused by static electricity. Now, static electricity is just an imbalance of charge, like when you walk across carpet in your socks and you scrape the sock electrons off onto the carpet, and then you touch the doorknob and you shock yourself because the charges are equilibrating, they're balancing out. But it's unclear how this phenomenon contributed to the force field at the factory. So how did this happen? We don't know. All we know is that there was static electricity in the air was hot, and it was humid, and somehow this created a strong repulsive electric force between the air and an electrically neutral object like a person. And the only record of this having occurred is conference notes from a little tiny conference that was held in 1995 in a hotel in Phoenix. But it's not an urban legend, it really did happen, and here's the report. 3M accidentally created the world's first force field and never investigated it and never figured out why it happened. And frankly, as a physicist, I don't know how this could have happened because usually when static electricity discharges, it makes lightning. And to be fair, we don't really understand lightning that well, but still. If you want to be a millionaire, get yourself a physics degree and figure out what the heck happened here. Anyways, thanks for joining me on this bizarre physics journey. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments, and I'll see you next time.